Hi all, welcome back to this channel and our kayaking adventures. With the current events taking place, this is indeed very stressful times, and I hope that you find yourself and your family healthy and in good spirits. After several days of working from home, the only exercise I was able to get was maybe an evening walk if the weather cooperated. Once the temperatures finally climbed into the 70s, it was time to break out the kayaks. We hadn't been on an adventure since our time in Florida back in early January, and we were ready to get back on the water. And surely paddling the French Broad River would be isolated enough to allow for the practice of social distancing. We figured that we should make this a short trip and decided to paddle from Hominy Creek Park to Craven Street Bridge Access. This section takes approximately 1 hour and is easy paddling. You can almost let the current do most of the work for you. It would be perfect to get us out of the house and away from our screens for a while, and give us a chance to soak up a little sun without overdoing it. The current was a little swift, so this trip was going to be fairly easy. The trees were still bare. It almost felt like fall. We have had some heavy rains in the last month, and that has caused the river to rise significantly at times. I wondered how much trash we'd see on the banks because of the floods. Just ahead, I saw a bucket stuck in a tree limb. The handle must have caught the limb when the water was up. Since I make it a rule to at least pull out one piece of trash on every trip, this bucket would be my good deed of this trip. After fighting the current and almost getting myself caught up in a strainer downstream, I managed to retrieve the bucket. I had to set the bucket between my legs, which made it a bit uncomfortable for me to place my feet on the footrests, but getting this plastic bucket out of the river was worth the inconvenience. Besides, it was a nice afternoon and a short trip. We were halfway through the trip before we saw anyone else. Another couple in a canoe paddling upstream. We waved at them and then went on our way.
How you doing?
It was nice to have some warm weather to allow us to get out of the house for a little while. I don't generally work from home, but with the COVID-19 situation, my workplace highly encouraged me to do so. I can say working from home doesn't allow me to move around as much, and I don't find it particularly enjoyable. I really don't understand the appeal of teleworking. There is no transition between work life and home life, which oddly makes the whole day feel longer. I find I have to force myself to get up and move around. I also find it difficult to stay focused on work when there are so many things I could be doing around the house, or additional videos I could be editing. If you have tips to make working from home easier, comment below. I sure could use the advice. Our county just implemented a stay home, stay safe declaration on March 26th to limit movements outside the home. So it looks like I may be working at home for at least a few more weeks. Luckily, outside activities are allowed as long as social distancing measures are in place. And what better way to social distance but to get out on the water and kayak a little. As long as the weather holds up and the river access parks remain open, I will try to get some fresh air and sun while out on my kayak. I will, however, keep an eye out on the news to keep track of the virus spread and any new details about COVID-19 to ensure that I'm not putting myself or anyone else in danger. It is important to stay active and not confine yourself to your TV or computer. Comment below what you're doing to stay active during these crazy times. Paddling this short section was a great stress reliever. I'm looking forward to the leaves back on the trees, birds returning, and the warm weather settling in. I hope this pandemic is over soon for everyone's sanity and health. Although listening to the news, we might be in it for the long haul. This is indeed a scary situation. If you are stuck at home, I encourage you to get out and get some fresh air. Go for a walk or maybe a paddle. Just be sure to follow the CDC's guidelines of keeping 6 feet apart. If you are an essential employee, I would like to tell you I appreciate you and the work you are doing to keep this country going in these uncertain times. Everyone, please take care, be safe, and look out for one another. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching it. Join Team Kayak 7 Seas by subscribing to this channel. Leave a thumbs up for this video, and go back and watch some of our previous videos. Be safe out there.